sorry. Child, almost called 911. Someone please dial 911. Tell him I just been shot down with a bullet in my heart. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Wait a minute. Wait. Oh, Jesus. Jesus. Y'all know what time it is? Hey! Catch the turban. Come on. Happy Pride. Happy Pride. Happy Pride to those who celebrate. May this month for you be fun and joyous, and may you feel carefree and supported as you celebrate. Have fun, be safe at the Pride festivals. I will not be there. I told you I'm not really hitting the streets until 2022 because we got a couple more variants in the building, and I just do not trust that the American government will do what they need to do to make sure we don't have another 2020. But celebrate safely, and have a good time. We love you and we support you. Happy Pride. Happy Pride. Yes, Denard, light it up. Light the comments up, Denard. Come on, rainbows. Happy Pride. Oh, you know what? I'm going to set them up in a way where you can see them. I'm going to do it. Thank you, Jess. I tried to do a little, oh gosh, it's time for my eyebrow appointment. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, if the hair on my head grew like my eyebrows and I would be Rapunzel. Like, I just got these done. I got another appointment anyway. How are we doing? Sorry about the late notice for this. I guess Memorial Day weekend got to me because I didn't know today was Tuesday. Let me tell you something. I was still in the weekend. The only reason why I knew, the only way that I was able to find out what day it was because my sister, I picked her up from the airport, and I was like, well, she coming home early? My mom was like, no, this is when she was supposed to come home. It's Tuesday. Hey, guys. Sorry. I'm telling you, I am always that girl who, if you dial the time up or you dial it back, or if you give me like a 4-day weekend, I'm gonna be off. I am going to be off. I need that structure. You take that structure away, it's a free fall in my mind. Like, I don't know what's going on. I'm going. I am going. So I apologize. I'm like, it's Tuesday. I got 2 shows to talk about. 2 shows. Oh, you know what? And let me hurry up because I know some of y'all are going to get out of here and watch The Real Housewives of New York. A lot of y'all are not featuring Leah. My God, today. Because normally after I do a review, I go to Twitter because I can't live tweet because I'm still watching the show. So I go to Twitter to see, if I thought the same way or people thought the same way as me. And y'all don't like Leah. What a turnaround. What a season 2 turnaround. What are we drinking? We are drinking chocolate banana date coffee movie. Because now that I realize I'm 2 days late in my life, I have to stay up. I got a lot of catching up to do. I haven't checked an email or nothing because I'm thinking it's the weekend. Oops. What's up, Kaya? Hey, Coos Girlie. Hey, Anissa. Hey, Alicia. Hey, Black Lavender. Shout out to my moderators. Okobo on this episode. You are a mess, Black Lavender. I will say this. Nobody that we saw when we went to go, when Mike went back to his family, when we went to go visit Oklahoma, nobody had teeth. What the hell is going on in Oklahoma? Why don't y'all got teeth? None of the people we met had teeth. Okay. It is what it is. But y'all love this. You know what? I'm even going to say nothing. Universal healthcare. We need it. And we can start in Oklahoma. Happy Pride, y'all. Thank you so much, Simply Simone. I also put this up here because our girl, Simply Simone, is a celebrity. She's a celebrity. Did you guys know that? I just found this. I mean, I'm not shocked, but Simply Simone is a celebrity. She just went viral, I believe 2 or 3 days ago. Thank you, Shannon Van, for putting me on. B. Scott reposted one of her TikToks about bonnets. And Monique and all that stuff. We're not going to get into that because I'm doing a whole nother video about that. But shout out to our girl, Simply Simone, for being the star that we all know that she is. Look at the Star family doing big things. I'm proud. We doing it. Hey, Rocky. Rocky said, hey, Nikki, this live caught me at work, but it's not too busy, so I'm here. Thank you so much. And shout out to everybody who can be here at the drop of, a dime. Right? With little notice, because I'm still on Memorial Day weekend. I had no idea. I was like, what? I missed the whole day? Yikes. Oh, gosh. Could you imagine if I was a parent? Me and my kid just home chilling. Because if I was a kid, I wouldn't have told my parent. I wouldn't have said nothing. Thank you, Rocky. Thank you. I'm going to make this quick because I know some of you guys, first is last minute, but I know a lot of you are going to get out of here and watch The Real Housewives of New York, which we'll talk about tomorrow. So anyway, since we still coming on in the room, let me welcome y'all in correctly. Come on in the room. Whoa, come on in the room. Yeah, we got so much to talk about because Sean is here. Hey, Sean, come on in the room. Whoa, come on in the room. Yeah, we got so much to talk about. I said we got so much to talk about. What's up, Ornella? I said we got so much to talk about. So won't you come on in the room? Remix, it's pride. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. They got everything. All the boys that you need. Is that the young man? Won't you sell the 7 C's? Listen, that came up before I was born. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. But happy Pride, y'all. Oh, I turned it off. Happy Pride. Y'all know what I had to do. What's up, Tim? Not a remix for Pride. Yes, Cam. They got everything. Why did I say all the boys that you need? What is the lyrics to the song? Hold on, because I feel like that's wrong. All the boys that you need, young man. They got everything. YMCA lyrics. Hold on, because I feel like I'm saying that wrong. I could be right. Young man, there's no need to feel down. I said, why am I down so low? Young man, there's no need to feel down. There we go. I said, young man, pick yourself off the ground. I said, young man, because you're in a new town, there's no need. Wait, there's nothing about young boys. Didn't they say it was about? You can hang out with all the boys. Young man, are you listening? I said, young man, what do you want to be? I said, young man, you can make real your dream. Oh, this is a nice song. Young man, there's a place you can go. I said, young man, when you're short on the dough. Okay. Child, our uncles and their roommates were wilding back in the day, girl. Okay. Sorry, I gotta check my bank account. I just saw some activity. Hold on. What the? Girl, because I was about child. Facebook. Apple. It's Apple every time. Every time I think it's something suspicious on my account, it's Apple. Oh, Lord, we got to stop them. Let me see. My notes are here. Young man. Tisa said side-eyeing the actual lyrics. Child. When you're short on the dough. Okay. There's a place you can hold. Come on. Come on, who we starting off with? Let's get 90 Day Fiance out of the way because there was not much that was happening. If you are just here for the review, beloveds, it starts right now. He's an on-time God. Yes, he is. Oh, on-time God. Yes, he is. Lord said you may not come when you want him, but he'll be there right on time. Oh, he's an on-time God. Yes, he is. Random. I know. It was in my spirit. Sometimes I have to let the song, I got to sing the song out of my spirit so I can focus. Welcome to being a Sagittarius. Anyway, who are we going to talk about? Who are we going to talk about first? Angela and Michael. Listen, at some point we're going to have to start to question the doctors that are doing work on Angela because no shade, she is a woman of a particular age, okay? And they're doing a lot of surgeries on her back to back and she is still smoking. So at this point, I'm starting to judge whether or not these doctors are making the right decision for her health or if they're making the right decision for their bank accounts. Because why are y'all working on this woman like this? Like, I'm just like, I can't even see a young person taking all these surgeries like that. And she's been in pain the whole time. She's obviously still smoking. You guys know that. And now she's getting a facelift on top of a breast reduction and lift. Now she's getting a facelift, and then she's going in for full body weight loss surgery. That just seems real off to me. Real off. I was just like, is this healthy? Like, can you do that? I'm not no surgeon, but I'm somebody with common sense because I'm just watching the whole thing go down, and I'm just like, at some point, are we going to have to give an intervention to the doctors? Because this just does not seem like the way to go. I was real turned off by that. I was like, she's getting another surgery, and y'all okay with that? Okay. Anyway, it seems like the surgery has worked. It seems like mother is doing really good because now she is alive and healthy and selling flat tummy tea on Instagram. Yep. Shout out to 90 Day Fiance, the melanated way, because I wouldn't have saw it any other way because I do not follow Angela. But now she is on Instagram with a synthetic weave ponytail. And look at these nails, Angela. What is going on? Okay, the ponytail threw me. The flat tummy tea is throwing me, and now these acrylics. What's going on, Angela? Because I feel like you are on track to be Future's next baby mama. Doesn't she like have the whole thing going on? You got the acrylics, you got the synthetic ponytail, you're selling flat tummy tea, you just got a BBL. You about to get pregnant by Future. Welcome to the harem. Anyway, yeah, that was the only thing I really wanted to talk about with Angela. I feel like because of this other show that Angela has, I just don't see the brute that we met, right? The plantation mistress who abused her Black lover. We just don't see it anymore. We just don't see it anymore. She's been very sweet. Even before she got, cut up, she was very, I could have said that a different way. Even before she had the surgery, child. Sometimes the Philly comes out, but she's just not who she used to be anymore. I don't know if it's the best move for her to make on this show because they introduced her as a brute. They paid her well, very, very well to be the brute of the show. And now that she's being loving to Michael, and now that these two are looking like an actual relationship, not something that's put on for TV, I'm not sure how that's going to work for her because the image this show has sold us has been a different image. Whether you liked it or not, it's been an image that have brought people to the show. So I'm not sure if if she's going to remain, maybe who she really is, maybe the kind Angela for a very long time. Or maybe, it's new body. It's a new body. Listen, we all change up when we change something about our bodies. I know for me, I'm a much different person when I have straight hair and acrylics. My accent changed, I talk with my hands a lot. I'm a different kind of girl. So I don't know if it's the weight loss and the synthetic ponytail and these acrylics. I don't know if this has, if she's just starting to see herself in a different way. And because she's not big Ange, she just doesn't feel the need to be so brutish now because she doesn't have the body to fit a brute kind of narrative. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to work though, Angela. I think at some point this show is going to request for you to start verbally and physically abusing Michael again. Let's not act like this is not what they were pandering to us on this show. Let's not act like it. We know what it was. Also, Angela, what's canned spinach? Is it me? I didn't know that spinach came in a can. That's another level of poverty that I have yet to unlock, and I won't. The block cheese was enough for me. There was no Jovi and Yara in this episode. Thank the Lord. Let's go to Mike and Natalie. Mike's mama is out of line. Absolutely out of line. If Mike was taking care of Natalie and when they got married, he kept that going, then it is what it is. This is something that couple has set up. You taking her out to, move wood and do all of this stuff and say, oh, well, you need to do this because you need to get a job because now he needs help with the bills. Well, that's his problem. That's his fault. He courted Natalie to make her believe they were going to live a certain kind of lifestyle. Now, do I agree with how she speaks to him and the classist and fat shaming stuff that she does to him? I absolutely do not agree. But this is the idea that Mike sold her. We got to stay on these Americans who are selling, their foreign partners a certain kind of idea of America or how they live in America. That is not true. A new episode of The Read is out. If y'all listen to The Read, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, I got to get to that. But anyway, that's what he sold her, right? So this is what she's living here. If you have a problem with Natalie not working and Mike taking care of her, take that up with Mike. Don't take it up with her because it is not something that she established. He established this idea to her, and all she's doing is living it. And first of all, talking about her dreams or stuff of acting or whatever and being successful out here in America, telling her that that's not realistic, ma'am. You need to do your research because you are speaking to the Mariska Hargitay of the Ukraine. Y'all act like y'all don't know who Natalie is. We don't know who she is over here in America, but let's tell the truth and shame the devil. She was the queen of law and order, SVU, Ukraine. That's who she is. She got credits. They might be Ukrainian, but they still credits. She knows what she's doing, and she has a nice resume. Your son set up this life for her over here in America. Take it up with him, not with her. The mama was out of line the whole episode. The whole episode. You know how out of line you got to be for you to get me to defend Natalie? She was out of line this whole episode. Also, with the meat thing, right? Natalie has expressed that she's a vegan. She has, tried to get her man to eat a certain kind of way. I think it's also for his lifestyle. I also think it's a sexual thing, a physical sexual, like, don't no woman want to, be doing adult things with a man and just eat meat and that's it. I don't know, it's uncomfortable. I don't know what to say, but it's not something that is attractive. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down. Anyway, that's something that she has done right, and that is how she believes. Setting her up like that and taking her to this butcher, you know what you're doing when you're taking a vegan to a butcher. You know exactly what you're doing. And I just felt like she was just doing that to torment her because she was tormenting her the whole time that she was on this trip. And she has not tried, Mike's mama has not tried in any way to build some kind of relationship with her because she wants this woman out, right? And in this episode, and prior episodes as well, from the wedding on up, I'm starting to see that the problem in this relationship is Mike, right? Natalie is so awful We've all been blinded by how terrible Mike actually is, because Mike's mama is doing what Mike wants to do, but he don't have the balls to do it. So he makes his mama his pit bull and get her to do all the things, because he's also feeding his mother all this stuff that Natalie is doing to him, probably, adding a little bit more to it than the situation really is. So the mom has this idea of Natalie. He don't do no work to change that idea, but he's still married to this woman, still laying down with this woman while your mother is bashing her, right? So you bang this woman and then you get up and you go call your mother and you tell your mother how horrible she is. He don't take responsibility for nothing. Now, we have seen some terrible things that Natalie has done, but this one is a silent problem. And I'm starting to see him. The more that Natalie shuts up and the more mess that his mama do, I'm starting to see who Mike actually is. You're the problem as well. They're both problematic. And let me tell you something. Two negatives in relationships don't make a positive. Two demons can't get together and make an angel. This relationship is broken and it does not need to be put back, because they do not work. They do not work. They're both extremely problematic, and two problematic people is, I'm not going to say it. Let's move on, because I realize we have a diverse audience here. Anyway, before I move on, I just thought about this. When Natalie told Mike's mama, if I wanted to marry for money, I wouldn't have married your son. Yes, queen. Yeah, read her down. I was like, oh, and the mother had nothing to say. She was like, oh, well, okay. Because your son ain't got no money. Your son ain't got money like that for some woman to try to come over to America and scam him. He probably showed her a different way of life. That's what happens with Yara. They courting these women, taking them to all these places, but this is not how they live in real life. That's why I always say, you got to get where he at first, right? It's fine, especially with a long distance dating. It's fine and cute to do all of that stuff, right? Because every time you see each other, it's like a vacation. But you need to spend some time in his hood, where he stay. Right? What do he really drive? Not the rental that he drive when he pick you up. Are you okay with that, right? Are you okay spending the rest of your life, riding back and forth to working to the mall in a 1995 Toyota Tercel? No problem with it, but I'm just saying, he was picking you up, in a nice little Benz on vacation, right? When he was coming to see you, that's what he was renting. But then when you get to his home, it's a, Toyota Tercel or a Prius. No problem, nothing wrong with it, but I'm just saying, it's a big difference, right? So, because now that these women are in America, these women or men are in America, they're showing them, oh, this is how I really live. No. That's not okay. That's not okay. I don't care how awful the foreign partner is. You sold them a certain life when you were courting them. You do not court and then get them and say, well, everything that I did to get you, I'm going to stop doing that because I already got you. Absolutely not. That's how you lose them. That's how you lose them. And that's probably what happened with Mike and Natalie. Even though Natalie is awful, I haven't checked the comments yet, but I know you'll probably get me together over her. Even though she's awful, he sold her a certain life, and he has yet to keep up his end of the deal. Let's move on to Elizabeth and Andre. Not a fan of Andre. Not a fan of this whole family. I will say this, though. The best part of this episode for me was when Andre was breaking that fridge down. Did you see it? They knew what they was doing. They knew what they was doing when they had that big man with that sledgehammer breaking that fridge down. I was like, oh. Every time that sledgehammer hit the door. Yes, Andre. It is what it is. This family, TLC, 90 Day Fiance producers, you're going to have to get real with this family. They're terrible actors. I told you guys, I'm fine with a fake storyline, but you gotta be believable. This family is terrible. Every time Andre shows up to a property, somebody in the family shows up and say, wait a minute, what are you doing? No, you gotta run everything through me. Chuck, I do not buy for 1 second that your neighbor was looking through the windows and saw Andre tearing up the fridge and thought, oh, he's damaging the home. Let me call Chuck. I don't buy it. I don't believe it. I will say the only thing that was believable to me was when Chuck said to Andre, you're going to blow up the whole house. You can't tear down a fridge stove that's still connected to the gas. And Andre was just like, what? No, it's not connected to the gas. I turned everything off. And Chuck was like, if the lights are on, the gas is on. And him and Andre just had a moment where they stared at each other. And then Andre was just like, "What? Okay." I said, "Oh my God, TLC, is that how badly you wanted content that you was going to let this man blow himself up? The cast and crew that was there and the neighborhood, like." I'm glad that y'all threw Chuck into this fake storyline so that he could stop him before he got there, because the fridge was already outside. He was already working on the countertop. So Lord knew what he was going to do when he got to that stove. Thank God Chuck came in with the fake storyline. Having said that, they're going to have to do something real. We're going to have to start talking about their mug shots. We're going to have to start talking about outside babies, because you can give them something fake and they act it and make it realistic. They're just not good at it at all. Kalani and Asuelu. I want to say this first. I don't buy that Kalani is at the place where she is ready to divorce Asuelu. I will say this, sis, if you ever get to that point, do what you got to do to make it work. Do what you got to do to make it work. Your father is responsible for that man for the rest of his life, as long as he stays here in the United States. Damn. You know what? That to me showed me how terrible. Like, I already knew how horrible Trump was, but it was just like, to do something like that, right? Because I think the only reason why that amendment was made, and I hope it's been removed at this point, is to discourage people who are living in America from sponsoring people from outside the country to live here. I think that's what it's meant to do, because why make it a lifetime? Why? A lot of people who are coming over here to America are coming over here to not only give themselves a better way of life, but a lot of them are enriching America. Like, you act like, that side of the aisle, the crazy part, acts like, all of these serial killers is coming over here. It's a lot of doctors. Okay. It's a lot of good, or not even that. It's just a lot of good people wanting to make a better way of life, or fleeing a horrible way of life and coming to what they think is a safe place. But to put that on there, to make it where you have to sponsor this, the person who is coming from another country, the immigrant person that's coming here, you have to sponsor them for the rest of your life. It's only put there to discourage people from actually doing that. Her father was just like, Trump. And you know what? He gives me Trump supporter, right? So for him to say that, he was really pissed off about his decision. Really pissed off about his decision. And I was not ready for Kalani's dad and the lawyer to be like, listen, you should make this work. They were all like, your dad is going to be responsible for this man for the rest of his life, as long as he's here in the United States of America. You better make it work. If not for your dad, for the kids. How sad. How sad. Oh, Kalani. I wouldn't be surprised if you just take off for like a couple years. I wouldn't be surprised if Kalani just disappears and, somebody like finds her on an island in Capri. Is Capri an island? Y'all know what I mean. On an island somewhere, just living her best life. And then you finally catch up to her. You say, Kalani, why did you leave? I just needed some peace. I planned on coming back. I just needed some peace, because, girl, you made so many terrible decisions. That's why I always say, at least for me, I never go out on a date with a guy when I'm ovulating. I don't, because I know my body is making the decisions my mind would never ever do that, ladies. If you know that you are in this, season, every month that comes up when you feel like breeding, do not go on a date. Don't do it. Don't do it. You will look up and you will be 6 kids deep. And you was just like, oh man, I ain't really want him. I was just horny. You know what I mean? So you just have to make better decisions for yourself, because I feel like if Kalani could go back, she would never go on that tour. She would never go on that tour where Asuelu was her tour guide. Look at her now. Look at her now. She's on the TV show, but she keeps on coming on the TV show because her life is miserable. If you look at it, 90 Day Fiance doesn't, oh God. Jen Shaw keeps on calling me. Anyway, 90 Day Fiance doesn't bring on, couples that are in a good place, right? You bring couples that will bring the drama, that will bring the comedy, and, that will give us, certain kind of moments. But a lot of them are not in like a good place. It's very unfortunate, girl. 10 years for the rest, and from 10 years to the rest of his life. And Kalani, Asuelu not leaving America. Make it work. Make it work. Maybe, you know what? I think they live in Utah, right? Maybe you should look into polygamy for yourself. Like, just be a woman that has multiple husbands. I'm trying to get at least 5 so I can have one Monday through Friday, and then I just have my free time. I feel like it could work. I'll be auditioning husband soon. But anyway, maybe you should look into that, or maybe open the marriage. If you can't, I don't know. Look at me giving advice I would never take. Open marriage for who? Yeah, this is a rough situation. But fortunately for you, you're faking that you have problems with him. So, I'm not at all concerned because I don't believe that they're actually going through anything. I think they're turning it up for the cameras because what else are they going to do? The last job that Asuelu had, he was selling samples at Whole Foods. You know what I mean? Like giving out samples or was it Costco? Whole Foods or Costco? He was a sample guy. No shade. Costco pays well and gives you great benefits, but you can't go from TV to giving out samples at Whole Foods or Costco, right? So this is what they got to do to stay on the TV show. Do what you got to do. Tiffany and Ronald, another couple that I am not buying having problems. So Ronald gets approved for his visa interview. Tiffany is really, really happy about that, right? But if you juxtapose what we're seeing on the show right next to, again, shout out to 90 Day Fiance, The Melanated Way. Thank you, Linda. She posted, I'm telling you, all the tea I know about 90 Day Fiance is from her. So she posted on her page that Tiffany and Ronald were sending, Tiffany put up some cryptic message about her being happy. Wait, what is it? Let me see. What is Linda's thing? About her being able to breathe. About her being able to breathe. And then Ronald was in the comment section fighting back and forth with her. So they were alluding to a possible divorce. I don't necessarily buy it. I think at this point, Tiffany realizes that she has 2 kids and a whole husband to take care of. So they have to do what they have to do to keep this stream of income coming in, which is this TV show. And the show is not going to bring you on if you do not have any drama. If you're in a good place, they don't want to film that, no shade, but happiness doesn't sell. Drama sells, issues, fighting. Having good moments is great, but at the end of the day, they want you on here disagreeing and having ups and downs. They want to showcase that. So I think what Tiffany is doing is saying, you know what? I am the husband in my household, so I got to provide. I got to do what I have to do. So let me, set this whole thing up where there's an issue with Ronald, and, that secures us because at this point they're not auditioning, but they're reaching out to people now to film the next season because this season is almost over. So now it's okay, because by the time the reunion starts, because by the time the reunion hits, they're already filming, right? So I think this is her trying to get on another season or a spinoff or something like that. Smart, but it's just not enough for me to buy it because it just doesn't make sense that right when we're going to see this episode of Ronald getting his visa approved, and I know you being cast, you get to see the season before we do. Right when this comes out, all of a sudden, right before your episode airs, you start fighting with your husband on social media. It's giving Housewives, right? This is what they do. Right before the season come out, they start fighting each other. That's what it's given to me. It's giving, I'm negotiating. I'm trying to get on another season. I'm not hating, but I'm just saying you got to act a little harder because I can see what you are doing. Did I want to say anything else about them? Yeah, no, there's nothing else that I want to say. I will say this. After I said there's nothing else I want to say, I will say this. You asked your father if he would take, sponsor Ronald for his entire life while he's here in America, if, his visa does get approved. I call bull, right, on your daddy. Because he said, oh, of course, I want to do that. First of all, you keep on mentioning that you and your father, that he's been out of your life, right? So he's coming into your life, I won't say walking on eggshells, but he's doing what he needs to do to make you happy because he's been out of your life for so long. And then you put a camera in front of him and ask him a very important question. Of course, he's going to say yes on camera, especially with how you have introduced him to us. The smart thing to do is say yes on camera. And then when that mic is off, be like, you out of your damn mind? No, I'm not taking care of that man for the rest of his life. Do I look like I got $7,000 to just throw away? That's the reasonable thing, right? But on camera, of course, he's going to say yes. That's another BS thing that I'm just not buying. I'm not buying it, Tiffany. I'm not. You and this man are in a good place. Your daddy ain't sponsoring him. He's just not coming to America because he's a criminal. It's not going to happen. Maybe he could have came here under Trump because he was working on something with white South Africans. But as of this point, as of right now, I don't see him making it over here to the U.S. And you know what? Good. No shade, Tiffany, but you know, Ronald gives me Proud Boy. I feel like he won't come here and get in some mess and we got a white terrorist problem. I don't feel like it. I do not feel like it. Now, that is all I had to say. And in closing, hey, Tiffany's daddy. Hello. Oh, God, that was God telling me to pipe down. That was the Lord telling me to pipe down. There it is. Anyway, that's all I want to talk about. What do you guys think about the episode? I'm going to talk to y'all for like what? 10 minutes? 10 minutes. Let me put my timer on. And then we're going to get into Sister Wives, which was more interesting. But that's all I could pull from that measly episode TLC gave me. Oh, we got a lot of comments. Oh, we got 171. Oh, 187. What's good? Yes, get these likes up. Get these lights up. What? Black lavender. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh God. Nobody wants to deal with that big dude. I'm telling you, I'm starting to see that Mike is the problem. I'm starting to see. I couldn't see it before, guys, because Natalie was so awful. But now I'm seeing it. I am seeing it. I can't believe Apple Music took that money out. Like, I got to get rid of that. I have to get rid of that. Hold on. Oh, there it is. Sorry. My messages. We're about to be in these streets. Hey, Reese. Reese said, girl, that's how I was when I saw potatoes. I died. I'm sorry, Reese. I have no idea what that's in reference to. Girl, that's how I was when I saw potatoes. Damn it. I'm sorry. Guys, I'm trying to like catch up to your comments, but if y'all could just help me out with what I said. I've talked a lot. If y'all could just help me out with what I said so I know. Hey, Anissa said, it's a money grab for sure. I had breast reduction surgery at 25 and it was rough. I can't imagine at her age. And my surgeon wouldn't touch me without testing me to make sure I quit smoking. That's what it's, thank you, Anissa, because that's what it's looking like to me. I'm like, she's getting a lot of work done at her in her 50s. Not healthy at all. Not healthy. She has cigarettes and moonshine for breakfast every damn day. And y'all cutting this woman up like this? Money grab. Money grab and a commercial for your business on this show. Because I guarantee you, all of this work, if it's not comped, it's deeply discounted and paid for by the show. It's a raining man. Yes, Kaya, hallelujah. It's a raining man. Oh, yeah. Shout out to the weather girl. Isn't it simply Simone? It is always something with my account. Oh gosh. Black Lavender, I want to address this because Black Lavender said Andre was destroying that whole fridge when he should have just took it outside. Let me tell you something. I hollered when Charlie went outside and he was like, why he tear up the fridge? You should have just taken it outside. You didn't need to do it. Charlie, I do believe that Charlie is sick of Andre because Andre do be doing unnecessary stuff. And I think that Charlie is just annoyed, but I do think they are playing it up for the show. We're going to, I don't know what you're talking about with Big Ed because I still have not watched 90 Day Fiance, The Single Life. After we talk about the Snowdens, not the Snowdens, well, Seeking Sister Wife, we'll get into that because I know that that's been something that everybody has been talking about. Exactly, Candace. This is speaking about Angela. Candace said flat tummy tea. That tea didn't give her a flat tummy. What the heck? Which is exactly why none of you should be, if you are not judging, we've all been there. But if you are taking flat tummy tea or anything, given to you by like an influencer, do not do it, or if they're promoting, especially if it says paid, do not do it. I'm the only one you should trust. Because the stuff that I tell you about, I really do like use and try. And, I don't recommend it unless it's something that I have used. Is there anything on here that I haven't used? Nope. You know what? I will say this, but I never said that I used it. One of my subscribers sent me a Diva Cup. I'm just not a Diva Cup girl yet. It was a process. I was supporting my subscriber, but that's the only thing. That was the only thing. Like I tried with that Diva Cup, but I don't know. It was a process. So, but that's it. Everything else I use. There's something I'm actually going to show y'all. Not now, in another video, but I have been using their product for like 3 months because this is the thing. You can send me something and it works, right? And I love the results, right? How does it work after a couple months? You know what I mean? Is it just a waste of a product? Is it no longer as strong after, you know what I mean? Like you can't just, if you're going to send me something, just know you won't see it right away if I like it, because I need to see how it works over time, because something could be great one time, right? Then you keep on using it and the quality just goes, and that is something that people need to know. So, but there is something I've been using for a while and it's heaven. It's heaven. I can't wait to show you guys. But yeah, a lot of them a lot of them flat tummy tea girls are not, they ain't using that stuff, right? A lot of them girls that are selling y'all those waist trainers, they're not using those waist trainers. They're going to surgeons, right? They're taking their escort money. No shade in escort. They're taking that money and they're getting work done to their body so that they can get the, not accolades, so that they can get the recognition and get the Instagram follows to have big deals with flat tummy tea and all of that stuff. And Angela is just doing what, influencers have been doing for a very, very long time. But yeah, don't get into that. Also, real talk, if you want to have quick, not quick results, but if you just want a laxative, go to the dollar store and get that ballerina tea, because that's all flat tummy tea is. It's just a laxative. Of course you won't gain weight because you are defecating all damn day. That's all that is. So yeah. Or just chew up some Centerleaf. That's all that is. And no, I do not use ballerina tea because I'm trying to lose weight or anything. Back in the day, when I was on iron pills, I had to take that with the iron pills because the iron pills made me constipated. I was going to say the iron pills made me defecated, but the iron pills made me constipated. So I would have to take that, the ballerina tea, along with the iron pills. And it had to be ballerina because Smooth Move was just not moving stuff smoothly for me. the length of your hair and your nails. I'm a different person. When I got coughing, when I got my coughing nails, you don't know me. Huh? What? Period. Embarrassing. But I love me. Hey, Sam. Sam said she's changing with that time. Trump supporters are no longer cute. You know what? I got to read these before I post them. Sam, what? Oh, God. Let me read this. Okay. You better pose. Thank you. You better pose said, well, we have to think about Natalie. She was really hyper-focused on her body and looks. One of the things that Mike fell in love with, tell the truth and shame the devil. That's where that came from. Madupeo said Popeye ate canned spinach. And only Popeye. I've never heard of that or seen that before. Canned spinach. And I've seen a lot of things. I told you, my dad, my stepdad is Jamaican. We've seen a lot of stuff that we've never seen in America. He would go to his, thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Rachel, for the Venmo. Rachel said, glad I caught a review. Angela may be nicer because of the new look. Plus, with her mom passing, it may be a weight off of her shoulders. She took care of her family. I'll give her that. I agree, Rachel. I absolutely agree. Back to my Jamaican stepdaddy. So we would see like a lot of stuff. I didn't know what spam was. I didn't know what spam was until he like brought it home one day and like made a sandwich with it. Like there was a lot of stuff that we would see. I was just like, wow, that's different and delicious. Also, the Read is a great show. Hey, Globe Popper. I didn't read this, Lord. Globe Popper said, just getting home from work on the East Coast was good. Nikki's chats are a great way to end the day. Aw, thank you. Thank you so much, Globe Popper. Black Lavender said, did y'all see that Wood Mike's mom? Black Lavender. I didn't catch it the first time. You're a mess. Oh, wait. Hold on. You're not talking to, okay, you're not saying Mike's mom / dad. You're saying Mike's mom and dad. So the man with no teeth was his father? I wasn't really paying attention to 90 Day Fiance. It's been so dry. I'm sorry, Black Lavender. I thought you were being shady. Small Brittany said, when the work Zoom ends early and you catch a live. Hey, sis. So glad that you are here. Let me catch up on these comments. Jess Rogers said, we're all immigrants. Everyone deserves a better life and a chance at a better life. Jess, yes, a lot of us are. Not me. But I get what you're saying, sis, but not like 50% of the population. No. Not me. Oh, child. Real quick, do y'all remember like 2 years ago? Of course, it was in Texas when this teacher was talking about, I guess I don't understand. I don't remember how I learned about slavery in school because I learned about it at home, but I don't remember how I learned about it in school. I just, I come from a predominantly Black city. I went to a predominantly Black school. All of my teachers, except for like 4 that I had throughout my life, were Black. So like I always, we were learning the real stuff in school. So in Texas, they were talking about, Black History Month, talking about slavery. And they were talking about how African Americans got to the U.S. It was this whole story about how we were immigrants from Africa. We wanted a better way of life. Let me tell you something. That history lesson got in front of the wrong Black mama. She went to the news right away. She said, what the hell is this? And it had this Black man looking so happy coming to America. She said, what the hell is this? And I think it was also the same history book that said that my ancestors wanted to give George Washington their teeth because he was such a nice slave master. Oh, America, you are hilarious, girl. But yes, I am not an immigrant. Stolen African. That is my mom's show. She wants me to review that with her. Oh, because y'all have gassed her up so much. She's trying to get her little channel together. Good girl, have fun. But that's her show, and she wants me to review that with her. No. Absolutely not. I can't. Roots. Jess, how could you stay up for that? I was out because my family had the big like VHS collection. I feel like back in the day, right? I feel like in every Black household, you had the wooden fork and the wooden spoon, and then you had the collector VHS edition of Roots. My family was obsessed with Roots. I could never make it through. I would go outside, play, come back. They were still watching Roots. That's all I know. All I know about Roots is that it was a lot. It was a really long show. That is all I know about Roots. I just, and I could binge watch the hell out of something on Netflix now, but like Roots, I could never watch it today because my mind, my understanding of it is that it just took a long time to get through. It's probably shorter than any show I've binged on Netflix or Amazon, but you know, the mind is mysterious. I couldn't do it. Simply Simone. It's just, I don't know. It's because of how I thought about it as a kid. There's just dread whenever, you know, I think about watching it. It's so much dread. Oh, Queen. Now I saw Queen. Coos Girly, I saw Queen. That was so eye-opening. I need to watch it again because I watched that as a kid, and I feel like there's a lot of stuff that I did not understand. I do remember the part where, hold on. I think I missed a super chat. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. Let me acknowledge this. Hey, Pretty Kitty, you look gorgeous. Hey, Pretty Kitty said, hey, Nikki, Justin, do you love Queen? Thank you, my love. Thank you so much. Let me get my super chats and then I'm going to, oh, wait, there was another one, right? SL. Hey, SL. SL said, Court, you're live in time. Will you eventually be reviewing Single Life when you've watched it? I want to take a poll. How about that? Thank you so much, SL. Do you guys want me to review it? The only reason why I haven't is because I felt like everybody has already watched it. If you want me to like review it, I will. I absolutely will. If you guys are into it, give your girls a thumbs up. But I just felt like the only reason why I didn't watch it is because I got Discovery Plus so late in the game. And I just, you know, I thought you guys had already watched it. But if y'all want me to, I will. But my comment about Queen was, the only thing I can like distinctly remember is when Queen, Halle Berry's character, when she acknowledged her blackness or that she was black was when, you know, I think it was the war and she had been like exposed. Her white lover found out that she had a black mama. Her husband threw her out and she was just destitute on the streets and she ain't have nothing. And she turns and like she's like walking the streets just beat up because a white husband threw her out. And she sees these black people on the side and they see her because we can see. We see each other. We know when you passing. Like I got family members who do it, but I told you, we always send them to like, you know, go look at an apartment or a house or, you know, get a loan. That's who you send. Oh, they not, wait, they said what? They don't have no appointments? Send on Kathy. Kathy, get an appointment. It is what it is. Use it to your advantage. But she looks at, you know, these group of black people who are like eating and she's starving. And she looks at them and she starts screaming, I's the N-word. I's the N-word. And she's like banging the ground. We cannot watch Queen today, but she's banging the ground. I's the N-word. I's the N-word. And she's like touching her, you know, throat on her stomach because she's hungry. And this black woman Would have been me. This black woman, because everybody's ignoring her. This black woman looks over at her, rolls her eyes, and throws her a chicken bone. And she's on the ground eating the chicken bone. That show would not be played on TV today. Oh my God. That's the only thing I remember from Queen. Why that stuck with me, I have no idea. You know why? Okay, I'm remembering why it stuck with me, because I had never heard like the N-word. It's so weird being black saying the N-word, but I had never heard the N-word on TV. And when she said it, I was like, oh, maybe that's why it stuck with me, because that's the first time I heard the N-word on TV. No, I didn't. The first time I heard the N-word on TV was All in the Family, but I don't remember that. I don't remember much from that, but that was the first time I like heard it and was shocked. So maybe that's why it stuck with me. Yeah. Listen, that sister, she was like, and just threw the chicken bone. That show will never be played on any net. Not today. Not today. It was a show. Was it, guys? Did Queen come out in the 90s or the early 2000s? I hate the fact that I cannot get that scene out of my head now. Because I'm telling you, I would have been cast as the sister who threw the chicken wing. I'm telling you, I would have booked that audition so before I left out the room, I would have had the part. Ciao. It was a show called Queen. It was about, I believe his name is Alex Haley. It was about his grandmother who passed as white for like half of her life. And then somebody, I forget who exposed her, but somebody exposed her. She lived a life of a wealthy white woman. She married a wealthy white man, and she lived this great wealthy life. And then somebody exposed her and let her husband know that she had like a black parent, and he threw her out of the house. And when he threw her out of the house and exposed her for being, oh, is mulatto a bad word? Yeah, that's a bad word. Biracial. Like black and white, because biracial can mean a lot of things, but you know, being mixed with that kind of mixture. When everybody found that out, she went from living as this wealthy white woman to living as this, like, you know, down and out black person. So this concept, very interesting. From what I remember from that series, it could not be made today. The chicken bone scene alone. Oh. 1993. Wow. Why was I? Well, it came on network TV, and they billed it like the new Roots, so that was why. But I'm like, what was my mom had me watching that as a child? Let me tell you something. 80s babies and 90s kids, the stuff that was on TV when we were children. So many of them shows would never last today. Ciao. Yeah. She was saying that to them because she wanted them to give her food, but they already knew. They knew who she was. They knew that she was passive, but she was saying it because she was hungry. Oh, wait, Anissa said, how come when Nikki said biracial, my mind, she's biracial. She's a biracial girl. And it's so funny how that video, or, you know, Sean is becoming like popular again when he was like popular a decade ago. Child, when he put that video up the first time, them YouTube streets was a mess when he put that video up. Queen was not white. She was biracial, right? That's why Halle Berry played her. Yes, she was white passing. She was white passing. She could lifestyle with Abby. This is why I'm telling you that show will never see the light of day. She could not pass for white, but they put white makeup on her. get into Seeking Sister Wife, but let me just show you how they had Halle Berry looking. Because even as a kid, we were dragging that show in the lunchroom. Let me get the image. Let me show y'all what they had her looking like. Oh, child. Look at this makeup job. Welcome to 1993. This is the stuff that we were watching as children. 1993. From Boomerang to this. That show will never see the light of day. No. She's a biracial girl in a biracial world. Yeah, Globe Hopper said, here's all my biracial peeps. I remember being so happy when we were finally allowed to check more than one race box on the state test. You couldn't check multiple boxes? We have come a long way. Yes, Rachel said it was from the 90s, also about one of Alex Haley's relatives. It was about his grandmother. A hot mess. Oh God, let me get into Seeking Sister Wives. I love doing these chats because this is the thing. You never know where we're going to end up. How are we here? I don't even know how we got here. I love y'all. What? Ben Affleck was the husband? Stop it. Okay. Damn it. I'm trying to get in the Seeking Sister Wife. But wait a minute. Ain't no way that it was not Ben Affleck. It was that other guy. I don't know his name, but what's his sister Cagney? I think his sister was Cagney and Lacey. The only reason why I can remember him is because all of his sisters got black husbands. I saw I think it was who was her name? What's her name? Diane Sawyer. Yes. Did an interview with like the whole thing because it's like a whole family of actors. All the sisters got black husbands. I said, what? Okay, this family got a time. And one of his sisters is Cagney or Lacey. Let me look at the what is his name? Tim Daly. Time, yeah, his sister is Time. His sister is Time. Oh, Tim still look good. Okay, Tim Daly. He played the husband, right? Because I'm looking at the cast. Yep, he was the husband. Ben Affleck was far too young in 1993 to play the husband. Yes, but Tim Daly, all of his sisters got black husbands. Where is he from? Oh, New York. Well, there it is. There it is. Oh, let me tell you something. Orange Turtle said, not Diane Sawyer. Let me tell you something. Diane Sawyer, she was messy back in the day. Them interviews that she was doing, she don't want them interviews to see the light of day. They just stopped getting her together over that Britney Spears interview. Ciao. Yes, homeboy from Private Practice, Sippy Simone. Dear Diary said, OMG, I didn't know the guy from Wings was Time Daly's brother. Where have y'all been? Right, you know what? I was a latchkey kid, so that's probably why I saw that interview, because I was like, was I the only one watching 60 Minutes in 2020? Oh, God, yes. And all of the sisters got black husbands. It's just what they do. Tracy said, my grandmother and most of her siblings are white passing. She passed and had not seen her sister since she was 12. Oh my God, that's that. Now, listen, there are some people who do pass, who cut the family off. Not my family. we use our white family, our white passing family for benefits. Why not? Why not? You gonna use that skin to open up some doors for us? Can we? No, not the. I wish we could use the white people in my family, but the white people in my family are just. They watching ghetto. I listen. Child, I got a cousin who is just like, I'm gonna make sure that nobody ever goes to you for anything about me. Her Facebook is a mess. I'm just like, how did this happen? We can't go to her for nothing. We can't ask her to sign on nothing. We can't ask her to go before us to look at the apartment. We're not getting it if she go look at the apartment. Not with all them tattoos on her neck. Marcus, Daquan, Ronald. Like, girl, forget it. You can't use your white privilege to help nobody. Let me move on. Let me move on to Seeking Sister Wife. Oh, I got to get some more of my smoothie. Anyway, I love her though. She's a sweetheart. She's a sweet. Don't say nothing about me. She will stab you. Let's get into Seeking Sister Wife. The Snowdens. You know what? I don't even feel like talking about the Snowdens because we're gonna get into Chrissy. Anyway, these Snowdens or whatever. The only thing that happened was Chrissy. So Chrissy messed around and married this family, and now she got a whole GoFundMe. A whole GoFundMe from messing with these people. So I just saw this article. I haven't read it, so we're going to read it together. Seeking Sister Wife fans sent encouragement via Chrissy's GoFundMe. A few weeks back, Ari created a GoFundMe for Seeking Sister Wife cast member Crystalline Peterson. Peterson has been in hiding since accusing her husband, Dimitri Snowden, of domestic abuse. She also obtained a temporary restraining order. All of the charges against Dimitri, all the charges are against Dimitri and his wife. Ashley, they have been dropped. However, Ari is a former sister wife corroborating Chrissy's story. She appeared on John Yates' YouTube channel to share her horrific experience with the Snowdens. Several Snowden exes have come together to help Chrissy with a GoFundMe. Yes, some viewer comments have been negative, but several are very supportive. They are sharing support by donating to the GoFundMe and sending Chrissy positive messages. Once the charges against the Snowdens were dropped, some were skeptical about Chrissy's storyline. She had moved her and her daughter to California from South Africa for people she had met once. Oh, this article is the way you're talking is a little shady. Then she was making extreme detrimental allegations. It sounded plausible until Dimitri showed the judge texts from Chrissy to invalidate her story. Thus, the charges were dropped. Yet there was more to the story, and other victims were not about to keep silent. The Snowdens apparently made anyone they date sign NDAs. However, Ari never signed one, so she was very verbal about her experience. She shared the abuse she suffered and how everything Chrissy said was true. Taylor Monique, who the Snowdens were also courting this season, stood by Chrissy, and then Vanessa Cobbs came out. Up until the abuse allegations, she had been relatively mum in Australia. She left the Snowdens after season 2, all for undisclosed reasons. Along with Taylor and Ari, they formed a sisterhood and soon a GoFundMe. Dimitri filed for divorce from Chrissy, even though no one knew they had legally married. She needed to get her and her family back on their feet. Not only is it working, but fans are sending words of encouragement to Chrissy. Here are a few comments on Chrissy's GoFundMe. Hey, Christy, stay strong for your girls. I'm praying for you and your girls. Hey, Chrissy, I donated. I wanted to help you and your girls. God bless. Wait a minute. What is her last name? Many say to keep her head up or simply that they are praying for Chrissy because of her situation. Vanessa is the current beneficiary of the GoFundMe. However, Chrissy will be getting all of the money in the end, minus the company fees. In the next episode of Seeking Sister Wife, Dimitri asked Chrissy to marry. Oh, okay. Thank you, Amanda. Your reporting was a little shady, but thank you. What is her? Let me see where her GoFundMe is. Chrissy, what is it? Seeking Sister Wife? GoFundMe. I wonder if this is going to be on the Yup. Help Chrissy regain her life. The goal is 10,000 so far. So far, the GoFundMe is at $7,351. Wow. Yep. Help Chrissy regain her life. It says, I've recently become acquainted with this beautiful soul, and she could really use our help. Crystalline Peterson and her 2 daughters are in dire need of clothing and other essential and supplies, and they have few possessions with them where they are at. Are they still in America? After having endured severe domestic abuse at the hands of her husband, she is now in hiding and fears for her life. I know money is tight for many during this time, but if we each chip in a little, it will make a huge difference. 100% of the funds raised minus GoFundMe fees will go towards getting Crystalline back on her feet and stabilize. Oh, here in the United States, she can transition back. Oh my gosh, she's stuck in America. She can transition back home to South Africa. Any amount helps. Thank you and God bless. Disclaimer, per Chrissy's request, until Chrissy is able to successfully create her own account, Vanessa Cobbs is named the beneficiary of her account, but Chrissy has full access to her funds and all proceeds go to her. Ciao. So her and the kids are in America and they're in hiding. TLC, if this situation is up on the IG channel, y'all gonna be in trouble. So y'all need to, donate to that GoFundMe as well and get that girl safely back to South Africa. Because if something happens to her, y'all in trouble. Y'all are in trouble. Anyway, ciao. Let's move on. That's all I got to say about the messy Snowdens. Buff black guy, the Clarks. Not polygamy damn near breaking Mr. Clark. Did you see him on this episode crying? Did you see him crying about polygamy and how his daughter had to get him out of bed and tell him today's a new day and he need to be happy? Really? So you're this broken up because you couldn't find a young woman to control? That's what it is. He needed somebody that he can control like that wife, and he was not able to find it. So he is feeling depressed and sad and upset because he can't find another woman to be his doormat. That's what that is about. But you know what? The Snowdens, a lot of stuff is going to come out about all of these couples, but I feel like they did not do a bigger, or more distinct background check on big black buff guy, Mr. Clark. I think there's something else in his past. I think we're going to find something else out about this guy. I don't think this is it. I think something else is going to come out. Well, not something that has come out, but I feel like there's no way that you're like this on camera, that you are not more problematic off of camera. We're going to find something. And that first sister wife, not his actual wife, but that first one, a young girl that he couldn't control, I hope she start talking at that reunion, because I feel like she got a lot to say and a lot will shed light on this situation. So they're still on the hunt for an additional sister wife. I don't think it's going to work out for them because they're getting a sister wife that's a bit older. 37 is not their forte, right? They're normal. They used to the normal age that they could really control was 19, 19 and 20. So they're going a full 37. I don't know if this is going to be successful for them either. But I couldn't believe that he was crying because he couldn't find another woman to control. That broke you down. A young girl that was just like, oh no, I'm bisexual and I'm going to turn your wife out. That's what was going to happen. That's what was going to happen, because she looked that wife right in the eye and she said, how can you say you don't like it if you ain't never tried it? Nobody knows a woman's body better than another woman. He was about to lose his wife. He knew what was coming. Macho man knew what was coming. Anyway, let's go on to Daniel, Garrick, and Roberta. I can't stand none of them. I really, really can't. The only person here in this coupling, this throuple, that got any sense is Roberta. Because Danielle, she gonna take your whole life. She is going to take your whole life, and there's nothing you can do about it because you sit there and act dumb like you don't know what's going on. And your family is right there with you. Nobody loves you. Not that husband and not the parents, not your sister. None of them people love you because I can't believe they are sitting here in your face letting you be in this situation. They love fame and these cameras more than they love you. I said what I said. At this point, Danielle, I just have to laugh because you are out to dinner, an anniversary dinner of your marriage with your ex-husband. Do you not realize what's going on here, fool? I got to call it like I see it. You are celebrating your anniversary with your ex-husband. Legally, you had nothing. You gave this man 13 years of your life, and if you walk away, you got nothing because you agreed to nothing so that Roberta can come over here and get in your position. Foolish. Absolutely foolish. At some point, sis, you got to wake up and see what this situation is. So while they're on their anniversary dinner, while Danielle is at an anniversary dinner of her marriage that has ended with her ex-husband, he spends the whole time talking about Bert. Let's take a picture and send this to Bert. Danielle. Listen, I feel sorry for her. I really, really do. But at some point, you are a grown woman with kids. Look at what your sons are seeing. Yes. Let me move on because I can't drag her anymore. Life has already dragged her. It's very unfortunate, Danielle. It's very unfortunate. And I honestly can't believe that Garrick, the man who has the personality of drywall, is able to seduce your mind like you and Roberta. The fact that he is able to talk to y'all this way to get y'all in this situation where you would be okay being absolutely miserable in your no longer marriage blows me. I like, there's nothing about him that I get that I'll be like, oh, okay, you know what, he could talk me into some things. You know what I mean? Jason Momoa could talk me into polygamy. He can absolutely talk me into polygamy. Listen, I'll be in another house waiting for him, getting him what on the weekend? Like SZA, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I just keep him satisfied through the weekend. Yes, he can talk me into that. Garrick, hell no. Hell no. He can't even talk me into like a Target gift card. Like, excuse me? Absolutely not. Not even Chili's, right? Black people love Chili's, especially the ones from Philadelphia. Anyway, I don't get it. Is this the top of, is this like the cream of the crop in Utah? I don't get it. I'm so floored. I'm like, this is the guy? This is the guy that got you going in the brain? My God, today. My church. Speaking of church, the way he manipulates the word of God to make this woman believe that this is what the Lord wants for them. Oh, aren't you just happy that the Lord made you a sister wife? Aren't you just excited about that? Aren't you just happy that God allowed us to be polygamous? Like, and she's sitting there. I hate to put this on Black women, but a lot of y'all need Black girlfriends. I'm telling you. Listen, we are not your mule. We have done enough for everybody, but I just don't. It's just like I see a lot of women, especially on TV in certain situations, and I'm just like, a Black girlfriend would have fixed this real quick. Even a Black work buddy would have been like, oh no, girl, you don't gotta live with that. Something. But I'm your Black work buddy. Danielle, get out of this. You're looking like a fool on national TV for a man that is lying to you. I was thinking about it. I was like, get out of this and do what? You like he divorced you and you got nothing. What you gonna do? Do you have a job? Can you take care of you? Oh, you know what, girl? Maybe you need to stay in this situation because what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Anyway, your family is trifling. I gotta move on. The family is trifling. My family would never go on a family trip anywhere with me and my husband so that he can impregnate another woman. My family would jump me at my house. Then if I was lucky enough to make it to in the Uber, Lyft, taxi, whatever, they would meet me at the airport and jump me before I got on the plane. Her family, they got their luggage. I'm like, y'all going? What the hell? Y'all going? And then they're in the van, like taking like family video. Mom, how are you not punching Garrick in the head? Like how? Like every time you see Garrick, you should just like just bop, bop, bop. Like you should be losing your mind. Look how he got your child. Weird. This is very weird to me. I don't understand it. I'm not trying to understand it. This is very weird. And it is very sad for Danielle because it proves that to have a village and nobody is on your side. I feel sorry for you. This is extremely sad. I just read one of my notes and I totally forgot about this. Was single Garrett or Garrick, whatever his name is, was single Garrick telling his ex-wife how he plans on living in Brazil if Roberta can't get her visa? You know, I'm going to have to be over there with her because, you know, she'll be pregnant. So I have to live with Bert in Brazil. Your ex-husband is telling you on your anniversary of your sham of a marriage, is telling you how he's going to be living happily with his baby mama in Brazil, and you didn't stab him. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do, Danielle? You should have stabbed him. Why were you listening? Why were you smiling? Why were you cheering? You should have broke that glass like Lisa Rinna. And where was she at? Prague? You should have broke that glass and said, what did you say to me? That's what you should have done. What? I'm not Mormon. I don't come from a polygamous family, so I don't understand it. I do have people in my family. One person in my family who was a polygamist, it didn't work out. It didn't work out. After they fought each other, they jumped him. After they fought each other, they jumped him. It don't work from my understanding. Anyway, he never did that again. He was a one-woman man after that. Anyway. That whole family is in a villa waiting for Roberta to get there so he can impregnate her. What the hell are y'all doing? What the hell are y'all doing while your son-in-law is getting another woman pregnant that's not your dumb daughter that he divorced and left her penniless? I'm built different. My family, they would never let this go. Everybody would be jumped. Me, Garrick, the kids, if they tried to get involved, I don't understand. You know, I have to learn his name. Bang Yang and his wife that he got in the friend zone. Harry Potter and his friend zone wife. So Goldie Hawn, the wife that he really wanted, the girl that he really wanted to wife, she said, you know what? This isn't for me. They talked about kids far too many times for Goldie Hawn. She was just like, you know what? The more I see myself, I don't see myself in this picture. I'm not ready to be a mom or even a wife. This girl was literally here. She came on the show for the fun of it. She came on the show for the adventure. She realized this adventure was getting too serious and this adventure involved her being a nanny. She was like, well, I'm out. I'm out. So this isn't for me, but I wish you well. And she went back to the forest where, she resides and lived her life happily ever after. But when she realized that she was going to have to be a living nanny, she was out. She was out. And I get it. I absolutely get it. But I honestly think that she had no intentions of, being Harry Potter's second wife. I don't think so. Thank you, Amanda Lee. Amanda Lee said, I think that Garrick might be a genius. This may be the perfect way to rid yourself of a spouse. Amanda, I never thought about it that way. I never thought about it that way. To not only rid yourself of a spouse, but make it her fault. And be like, oh, you were so jealous. We just couldn't stay in this marriage with you because you just became so jealous. And I know you went to God to get the jealousy out of your heart, but I think you still kept some of the jealousy. So maybe go to the Lord and have him completely deliver you. And then maybe me and Roberta will think about bringing you back into the fold. He's a demon. He's a cult leader. Oh my God, Amanda, what did we walk up on? Thank you, Amanda, for the Venmo. What did we walk up on? Is Garrick a cult leader? Because he has all of these, not just Danielle, their kids, and her whole family are on board with this foolishness. He is a cult leader. For some reason, the man who can't even say more than 3 words, who don't even open his mouth like he speaks through his teeth, is a successful cult leader. Wow. Look at what me and Amanda just was able to walk into. You're welcome. You're welcome. He's a cult leader. Wow, you know what? We are down bad if that's a cult leader. Remember when cult leaders had to be like cute, charismatic, and have some kind of money? Garrick, does he have any of that? Nope. Wow, we're down bad. We are really down bad. Whoo, child. Let's move on. Let's move on. Ooh. Anyway, so after Goldie Hawn says that she doesn't want to be a part of this throuple with Harry Potter and Natasha, Natasha starts crying, right? And at first I got mad at Natasha. I'm like, what are you crying for? Well, this one didn't work out. Like guttural crying. She's crying like she's, front and center at a Black Baptist funeral, just travailing. I'm like, why are you crying like this? And my initial thought was to get upset with her because I feel like she is just in such a dumb situation where, again, she's being taken advantage of somebody that she loves, like her mother does to her, right? That could be it. But then I thought about it. She takes care of this man's kids by herself because Harry Potter don't do nothing. I have not seen Harry Potter step up yet and do something with them kids. Every time we see Natasha, she's okay and carry the one. No, that's not it. That's a 6. What are you doing? Like she is teaching them, okay, it's time to bathe, get to bed, making them ramen. She is doing everything. What does Harry Potter come in and say? Oh, I'm going to build a campfire so we can, have marshmallows, roast marshmallows. That's all you did with them damn kids? Natasha didn't even pull them kids out of her vagina and she is doing everything. I realized that Natasha wants help. Natasha said, damn, there goes another nanny. I need help. That's what it is. That's what it is. Natasha don't care about, him being in love. She don't care. Bring in another woman, bang her to the high heavens. Help me with these damn kids. That's what it is. Because she went from no kids to 3 kids. And no help, child. Anyway, we got a super chat. Let me acknowledge my super chat. We got a super chat from New Mommy D. Hey, my love. New Mommy D said, baby, Sidian, also known as Harry Potter, Sidian's wife's smile makes me so uncomfortable. Something ain't right. It does grow. It's like, I honestly think that's her way of being, it's a cute name, quirky. Yeah. That's her way. I think that's what she think is attractive. Like Natalie on 90 Day Fiance, she pouts. She's, and she thinks that that's sexy and attractive. And I think that's Natasha's thing too. I think that is her. Oh, I'm cute. I'm unassuming. I'm innocent. That's what she's doing. That's her sexy. Although it's terrifying. That's her sexy. Thank you so much, New Mommy D. Hey, Sebastian. Sebastian said, Nikki, I haven't and don't plan on watching this show, but all of this makes me want to go get the prayer warriors on the line. Get them on the line. These women need help. Thank you, Sebastian, for the super chat. These women need help. I realized that. I was just like, girl, why are you crying? Why? He's not even crying. Why are you crying? I realized she wants help. Go back and watch this season. Every time you see them kids, who's with them? Natasha. Sidian only comes in to roast marshmallows with them. So that's another kid she's taking care of and banging him. Child. And going to work. Natasha's going through it. Hey, Orange Turtle. Orange Turtle said they need that British super nanny. He tried to bang her. She will stick him on the naughty stuff and make him sort his mess out. You know what? I heard that she is a freak. We're getting sidetracked. But I heard that super nanny is super freaky. Work. That's why her show got canceled, because some stuff started coming out about her. They said she was nasty. She need to sue. Now, like, you can sue in this day and age, super nanny, because you can't get fired for being a freak off of work. You can't get fired for being a little naughty off the job. Like, why does what she does outside of the job matter? But it mattered in that time because she was a super nanny. She was working with kids. Let me tell you something. Parents, freakiest people you'll ever meet. Freakiest people you'll ever meet. So them kids can be around their freaky parents, but they can't be around a super nanny who's a little nasty. And her man want to talk and tell her business. Unfair. Anyway, let's get into the Winders, aka Kermit in his house. So Kermit decides that he doesn't want to, I don't know that lady's name, but he doesn't want to go any farther with the potential third wife. And all I gotta say is, who was shocked? Who was shocked? No shade to the lady. I know y'all told me that she had a little hair issue, so that's why she was wearing hats. No problem with the hats. I understand it. I get it, right? Outside of that, ma'am, you showed up to this man's home dressed like an ice road trucker. You look like you were stopping by mid Costco delivery and you wanted to come out and see him. What man? Like, no shade. I know she had a little something going on with the edges or something that y'all told me, but I'm just like, girl, like, you're trying to see him for the first time. This is what you show. No woman shows up like that. No woman who is interested in a man shows up like this to meet a potential husband. I'm telling you, when we first met her, I thought she was crew. I said, oh, you're coming here to get a husband? Where's the waist? Where's the tip? Like, you ladies, you know you got to put stuff on display for the dudes. You know, she didn't do nothing. You just showed up there with these big boots and these torrid jeggings. Girl, no. I was not shocked when he was just like, well, you know, I want to go another way because there's nothing there. Listen, the wives were crying because, you know, they lost another helping hand. But he was just like, I don't know. I'm not attracted to that. And he said it in the nicest way. And I'm not mad at him. I don't think that she wasn't an attractive woman. I just think the way she presented herself, can we be honest? She showed up to meet this man dressed like Kid's sister or my buddy. My buddy and me. What was this outfit, girl? And this was her outfit like every day. There was another like form of, you know, a Kid's sister outfit that she was wearing. And I'm like, do you want him? Do you want him to be attracted to you? Like, you know how you got to dress. Come on. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. No. Are you trying to be another farmhand? That's different. You want this man to be your husband? You got to come dressed correct. You need to go to Ross and get them same little sundresses that they get, the wives that they wear. You need to wear that around him. You know what I mean? Entice him a bit. Because I know he's like, you know, real Mormon and he don't do all that. But, you know, maybe roll the sundress sleeve up a bit. Let him see a little bit of skin. Get a little excited. Catch him watching as you roll it up. And then pull it back down. You got to do something like this. You're in these big jeans and boots. I'm like are y'all gonna go bull riding or are you trying to get a husband? Sis, I wasn't shocked. I was not shocked. I said, this ice road trucker. Just what was she wearing? The hat, okay. The rest of the outfit, every day, this is how she looked in front of him. Girl, you ain't want him. You wanted one of them sisters. That's my only explanation, because why are you dressed like this? Like, it was the whole outfit. And I knew, let me tell you something. When he saw her, I knew he didn't want her. But he's listen, Kermit, I don't get the appeal, but he's a nice guy. I do get that he's a nice guy. And he tried his best. But we all knew from the moment he saw her, he was like, oh, okay. All right, want to go to the farm? Because she was dressed like a farmhand. Not nobody trying to get a husband. This is not how you show up. But he he moved on from that drag king, because that's what she looked like to me. She was giving me drag king. And listen, I got that she was traveling during COVID the first day. That's a good excuse for the first day. The second day, you got another version of this outfit. Let's be real. Even the most saved and pure man, or all that stuff, and we can't be together because we got to make sure that, I'm not being led into sin. Even the most saved man want to at least, properly imagine that body, yada, 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 under what you got on. Girl, what was this? Even had that plaid shirt. First of all, it was a t-shirt with a plaid shirt that was halfway buttoned and then pushed down in the pants, and with this big belt and these big boots. And I'm like, John Wayne, he don't want to bang you. Like, that has to be a part of it as well. Thank you for being a good sister wife. Thank you for being able to roast the hell out of a hot dog. He got to want to bang you if you're going to stay under this roof. You got to let him know something. You got to let him know that after you take off these big boots and these jeggings, baby, it's a whole Disneyland under here that will rock your world. He can't see none of that. You serving Humpty Dumpty. Why would you listen? I knew she was a sweet girl, but I knew when they turned the camera around and this was her and not somebody on production. I knew. We all knew. Poor thing. Wealthy farmer bag busted. You did not secure that bag. I'm so sorry for you, but you knew better. Ain't no straight woman showing up to meet no straight man looking like that. If you're trying to get a whole husband, you know how to dress when you're trying to get a man. You know what? Maybe the men were sheets. I won't buy that. I won't. No, I know far too much about the men's to know that you shouldn't have been dressed like that. Anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about. What do you guys think? Give me a different perspective, because I knew that we were not going to see her again. I knew. Serving Costco delivery driver. You trying to get a husband? Girl, get out of here. It's not going to happen. He did. Colton tried to tell them before she came to visit that he wasn't interested. They were asking him all these questions, and he's like, if she wants to come. Y'all should have known then. But they were so busy wanting to have help around that house. A lot of these women, from what I'm seeing, right? I'm not saying every woman, I'm just talking about on this show. From what I have seen, it seems like your households must be very difficult to run if you are more than willing to sacrifice mental, emotional, and physical time with your husband for help around the house. What are y'all doing? Not saying that running a household isn't difficult. I basically run my household. Don't tell my mom or my sisters, but I kind trying to get things rolling over here. So I know that, I can only imagine how, difficult that can be. But how difficult is for these ladies? Because I'm like flabbergasted that just to have some, like, how bad are your kids? That just to have somebody watch your kids for a couple hours while you go, walk around the Bloomingdale's, you're willing to risk intimacy or give up intimacy with your husband just for that. What is going on? What do y'all think? Let's talk. See, okay, Esoterra, she seems like a typical Midwestern farm girl. Thank you so much for that, because I'm not Midwestern. I'm not a farm girl. I didn't know that that's how you dress when you as a woman, where you show up to be courted by a farmer guy. So this is formal farmer attire. I didn't know that. So thank you, Esoterra. I had no idea. He was, Kimberly, in the nicest way. I will say he was so nice about it, which is why I don't get, he still gives me creepy, but I think he's actually a good guy. I really, 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 really do. Makeup Addict said, I don't even know the show, but not the Trucker Child. Trucker. Let me, I forget that some of you don't watch this show, but what is her name? Seeking Sister Wives. What is her name? What is her name? I can't think of it. But this is who she reminds me of. This is exactly how she was dressed. This is terrible, but it's true. It's terrible, but it is true. Hold on. Elderly millennials. Y'all remember the trucker from Pee Wee Herman? Y'all remember the trucker from Pee Wee Herman? That's how she showed up dressed to meet a potential husband.
Have a nice day. Be sure and tell them Large Marge sent you.
Large Marge! Yes! Yes! Large Marge! That's how she showed up to meet a potential husband. But again, this is Western Middle America? Farmer women. That's how they dress when this is dating attire. For us, up in the north, this is we wear a little black dress, some cute little Jimmy Choo pumps. In the Midwest, for the farmers, you wear big boots and jeggings with a big belt and a plaid shirt. That's, that makes the boys go wild in the Midwest. I had no idea. Child, learn something new every day. Large Marge is the ideal woman in the Midwest. Hey, Wendy. Wendy said, I remember being a tomboy in middle school, but once I got into college, it was all sundresses, flowy dresses, skirts, form-fitting jumpsuits, bold patterns, like graphics and florals. Same thing. Y'all have yet to see. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. You know what I mean? My legs, gorgeous. These chocolate yams, beautiful. But I was a tomboy. I've had my moments where I fell out of a couple of trees and tried to play football and had a couple scrapes. So they're beautiful. They're a little rough, little couple of scratches and scars, that just didn't heal the way they needed to. So I get it. But when I go see a man, I'm dressed like a hoe. Especially if I'm trying to get a husband, I'm dressing like a hoe. A ho. Not A northern hoe. Child. Wearing the hell out of them cheap Fashion Nova dresses. Oh, my seam popped. It normally doesn't pop, but I'm just so blessed. So, trying to catch a husband, you got to catch him. It is what it is. Hey, Bria. Bria said most of these women on this show seem like they just wanted friends and help. Absolutely. Absolutely. Which is actually not a good thing, but watching this show is it's a lot, right? It's a whole mind trip. But seeing that these women really want like friends and help and some kind of sisterhood, it's not really something that the husbands had to sell too hard, because they got women who wanted that so badly, which is actually shocking to me, right? Because I just know, I don't know. I just don't know of a lot of women who don't have like good girlfriends. And seeing these women who want that so badly that, again, they'll sacrifice intimacy with their husband to have a girlfriend. Like, to have it's somebody to chat with and go to the mall with and, gossip with, just to have a good girlfriend. I will give you my husband part-time so that I can have this relationship with you. Really beautiful and sad at the same time. Farm Girl Couture. Yes, Denard. She's serving us Farm Girl Couture. You better pose said, what happens to Heavyset? Oh, I don't know. I don't know what happened to the Heavyset couple from last year. The wife was getting jealous. Do you guys know? Soprano 2 said, did you know in season 2? Oh, shoot. Did I catch all my super chats? Let me make sure. Oh, wait. Bam. Good. I'm good. Soprano 2 said, did you know in season 2 of Seeking Sister Wives that Dimitri talked about pulling Vanessa's hair during sex and asked the cameraman to cut that part out? No, I did not. No, I did not. Let me look into Oh, wait. So hold on, because I just looked it up. So it wasn't just Dimitri. It was also Ashley who was accused of violence, domestic violence, both of them? Wow. According to the court documents obtained by People, the messiest of them all, Peterson filed a restraining order in March against the Snowdens, stemming from alleged abuse she suffered numerous times. By both of them? According to the document, Peterson's claim in January, Dimitri woke her up by slamming her head into the bedboard of the bed, and he was yelling at me. She also claims in the documents that it wasn't the first time Dimitri allegedly slammed her head into a headboard over the past year. And a lot of this abuse occurred during sex. That's why he wanted that cut out. Oh, he's an abusive sex guy. Peterson said that Ashley was also physically abusive in January and said Ashley shoved me to prevent me from leaving the home my husband and I shared with her. She also threw a bottle at me. She was verbally abusive and called me names. My children are scared of her due to her yelling at them and the violence in the home between her and my husband and me and her. Oh my gosh. I hate to do this, but I got to go to TMZ. But they got all the tea. Hold on. Oh, she claims Dimitri was abusive during sex. He choked me during sex, even though I told him not to. The more I struggled, ID channel. The more I struggled, the more he enjoyed it. Check the backyard. Check the backyard. Let me tell you something. I've watched enough Oxygen. I've watched enough Snap. I've watched enough ID channel. I've watched enough forensics files to know that there is always a woman in the past of a serial killer or just a murderer who says he choked me during sex. And when I said no, he enjoyed it more. When I fought, he enjoyed it more. Check the backyard. Check that soil. If the soil is soft, bodies are there. Bodies are there. Check the backyard. I stopped saying no after a few times because any struggle by me would prolong the sex and choking. Check the soft soil. Oh my gosh. I didn't know it was that bad. Oh gosh, this story is about to get big. If they check that backyard, I know it. I just know it. This is ID channel. This is ID channel all over it. Written all buried in the backyard. It's giving me that. It's giving me snapped killer couples. These are the signs. Watch the signs. Do we know if they've killed an animal before? Dimitri Snowden animal killing. Do I want that in my search history? I gotta know. Dimitri Snowden animal killing. Oh my God, if there's a dead animal. Oh my God, if he's killed an animal. Oh my God, I think I'm right. Oh God. Okay. No animal killing. No animal killing. Okay, they haven't killed any animals. Because that's where you start. That's where you start. You start killing animals, getting off on your partner, struggling, acting like they're about to die and all that. ID channel. ID channel. Listen, Anissa is better than geriatric. I said, excuse me? Wise millennials. Wise millennials. Miss M said polygamy is very common where I come from. My dad had 2 wives and my grandfather had 4. Okay. All right, family. Was it successful? Because like I said, I have a family member who was a polygamist for a minute, but I told you about how, the wives fought each other and then they beat him up and he got out of that real quick. But yeah, like this is the thing. I also think that this is giving polygamy and people who come from polygamous families a bad rap. But again, that's reality TV. They're not going to shine a bright light on polygamy. They're going to give us the craziness. I think they went a little too crazy with the Snowdens. A little too crazy because I'm telling you guys, no jokes, not joking about this at all. This is a pattern with murderers. Watching the eye, especially murderers who sexually abuse, who, sexually assault women. That's where they start. A lot of times the girlfriends or the wives are saying he would have sex with me and choke me and do all this stuff. And the more I didn't enjoy it, he enjoyed it. Not saying that he is. I'm just saying Detective NikkiStar sees a pattern. I've been watching true crime TV shows since I was 12. I know what I'm talking about. What happened? Sean Christina, he had a heart attack and I just addressed them as a heavyset couple. Shaking my head. I'm like, oh, yeah, I knew some people have a problem with heavyset. Because that's more of a black grandmama term. Heavyset. I think it's too close to heifer. You can say fat, PHAT, pretty hot and tempting, because that's what it is. That's what it is. Hey, Bria. Bria says she couldn't handle her husband actually dating and freaked out when it came to him and the woman kissing and were touching. This is the PHAT couple. I think that's what you're talking about. Globe Hopper said, when you think you're rocking Shea Kool-Aid's plaid couture runway look, but really you look like Large Marge. I cannot believe I forgot about Large Marge. I remember that Pee Wee Herman movie being so scary. I haven't watched it yet as an adult. I was just so scared. I was so scared. Bria, Simply Simone said, listen, I'm stepping out in my best fashions to catch me a husband at the Intercontinental Seaside Restaurant while he docks his yacht. See, but you know, it's all in the kind of man that you wanted. You know what I mean? I think Large Marge was used to dating, you know, truckers, you know what I mean? Cowboys, rodeo. I was going to say rodeo N-words, child. I'm getting too comfortable, but you know, boys from the rodeo. I think that's what she was used to dating, and I think she didn't realize she got more of a, you know, more of a like pretty boy farmer boy, and so he wants something a bit different. But you know, it's all in the kind of dude that you want. But me and Sophie Simone, we gonna be at the same place, the same place. Wendy Sims said, I fight over having to share a sandwich. I am not sharing a man. Yeah, I can't do it. I can't do it. I just, it's not for me. But listen, a lot of stuff that are for people are not for me. I couldn't do it. I would have to ask God to deal with the jealousy. Please, God, deal with the jealousy in my heart against my husband's new wife. I can't even say the words. Ciao. Everybody getting stabbed. Hey, you better pose. You better pose said, honestly, with my ex, I said I wouldn't mind. I was doing 5 jobs in the house and outside. Lord knows I considered it. Yeah, I can understand that. I really, really can. I really, really can. Oh my gosh. Well, apparently, guys, if you're interested, Bernie from Seeking Sister Wife season 2 passed away. Sean Christina's giving everybody the tea. Child. May he rest in peace. Was he a good guy? You know what? Even if he wasn't, I ain't wishing nothing bad on anybody. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. Oh, he was 41. You know what, guys? Let's lighten it up. We got real dark over here with Bernie. Let's lighten it up. Hey, Kimberly Rivers. Kimberly Rivers said one of the former wives said that wife Snowden tried to get with her too. I believe it. I believe it. I think that with the Snowdens, when they say you marry them, you marry them. So I can see it. I can see it. Orange Turtle said TLC will be pulled in years to come for making money off of airing abusers for money. I think what's happening right now with the Snowdens, I think it's deep enough for them to not bring them back. So I don't think they'll be coming back, but I'm telling you, they better check that soil. They better check that soil. Come on, Candace. We know what we're talking about. I was just watching a marathon. I was watching a lot of marathons on Oxygen and the ID channel. But one of the marathons I was watching was Buried in the Backyards, along with Murder Tapes, Twisted Sisters, Child, Killer Twins. Do y'all watch Killer Twins? Baby. But I was watching Buried in the Backyard, and I'm telling you, they better check the Snowden's soil. Check it. Check it. Oh, good. Yeah, my uncle too. He not my uncle, my cousin, Muslim, but it didn't work for him. It did not work for him. Oh, you're Muslim, originally from West Africa. See, yeah, that's I can see that. I can see that working. I really, really can. Oh, well, great, Miss M. Thank you for letting us know that these relationships can actually work. They really can actually work. Thank you. Me and you. Right here, Wives with Knives. Child, listen, I'm going to say this and then I got to get out of here. Wives with Knives. Do y'all remember that episode? I can never remember her name, but y'all know who I'm talking about if you have watched Wives with Knives. I think it was the premiere episode. It was either the first episode or the third episode. Do y'all remember the Wives with Knives episode where that sister was talking about stabbing her husband, and she was talking about stabbing him like she had won a Super Bowl. She was like, yeah, I stabbed him. And I thought he was dead. Do y'all remember that? I was like, ma'am, you're talking about stabbing your husband. He bled out. He shouldn't have messed with me. Let me see if I can at least find the episode for you. I was so confused watching it, right? Because I felt like something was off. I was just like, she's not saying this remorseful. So did something else happen? Like, I felt like I was missing something. I watched it again, and she was just like glad that she had stabbed him. And she's like, yeah, I heard him scream. Mm-hmm. But he never hit me again after that. I see him sometimes at the bar. He knew not to mess with me. I gotta find it. Please tell me y'all saw that episode. Please. She was so happy about almost killing her husband, and she was happier when she thought that he was dead. Child. Why? I think it was season 1. He thought he could get me, baby, but he knew not to mess with me. And I got that knife and I just stabbed. And I stabbed some more. Chuckling. Oh, please tell me y'all seen it, please. Oh my gosh. Please tell me y'all seen it. I cannot be the only one who saw that demented lady. Damn it, they won't show me the pictures. Chris, is it Donna Cobb? Wait a minute. Donna Cobb sounds familiar. A mother of 4 meets a man. Stabbing him. No, he didn't die. He didn't die. Lonely and lethal. No, it's not that one. Because he survived. First of all, let's get into the titles of all of these episodes on Wives with Knives. Lonely and Lethal. Pills, Poison, and Payback. Yes! After twice trying to poison her husband, Sarah Saunders reaches for the knife. However, she never expected her spouse to survive the attack. I think this is it. Wait a minute. Wives with Knives. More about this episode. Is this the one? I'm gonna have to find it for you guys later. They will not. I think this is the one. Hold on. You have to watch it. She is so happy about stabbing him to death. She was happier when she thought that he was dead. And I heard he survived it. Damn. It's such a good episode. It's such a good episode. Damn it. I'm going to find it because now I'm pissed off. I got to find it and I got to show y'all. He lived to get stabbed another day. I'm kidding. I'm telling you, I actually thought the actual person who was the stabber, I thought it was an actor reenacting what happened. It was actually this woman, guys. She was so happy about stabbing this man to death. So she thought. Wives with Knives is that girl. Anissa said, I can't watch any scary movies that are obviously fake. But I watch all the true crime and sleep like a baby. I should have known something was wrong with me off that alone. No, you know what it is? Anissa, I don't know if you're a latchkey kid or if your grandmother or like your grandparents were your babysitter, because I've seen a pattern for a lot of people who were, if you were either a latchkey kid or you were babysat or both by your grandparents, you have become obsessed with true crime true crime TV shows as an adult because that's all my grandmother would do. And that's all I watch now. I watch court TV shows and true crime TV shows because that's all my grandmother would watch when she was babysitting me. So I watch all of those shows, Judge Mathis, Judge Judy. The Forensic Files is where we started. That's where we started. I'm telling you, I would be in the kitchen with her, helping her make the greens, and she would just be cooking up and seasoning. It was the husband. It's always the husband. So I'm like, yes, it's always the husband. Like that. That's what I grew up on. So that might be it. That our grandmothers probably were the way that we got into those shows. Oh God, what am I going to be watching with my grandkids? Drag Race. I'm raising my grandbabies on Drag Race. You better post that, Nikki. I know you see the old school Lifetime Network. Betty Broderick? No. I have not seen Betty Broderick. What is that? And I was raised on Nick at Night. Oh, no, it's not a sitcom. It's a woman who convicted. Wait a minute. Yes, I have seen this. Yes. And this is the one that was smirking when she got sentenced. Elizabeth, look at us, true crime. We always end up in true crime. Which leads me to, we got a new segment starting next week. I'll tell you about it later, but we're going to have a good time. Elizabeth Ann Broderick is an American woman who was convicted of murdering her ex-husband, Daniel T. Broderick III, and his second wife, Linda Broderick, on November 5th, 1989. At a second trial, she was convicted of 2 counts of second-degree murder and later sentenced to 32 years to life in prison. The case received extensive media attention and was extremely controversial. Several books were written about this and a TV movie and an 8-episode miniseries. You have to watch her Snap episode. You have to, this woman, let me get some images. You have to watch her episode on Snap. This lady, diabolical. This is her in court. This is her in court. And when they sentenced her, she did this. How the hell that's your face when you're getting sentenced? A G. You gotta watch it. Oh, Avalon, who you talking to? I should see the show Fatal Vows. Baby, I've seen every episode. I'm waiting for the next season. I don't know if it's been renewed. Speaking of shows that have been renewed, Snapped and Snap Killer Couples has been renewed. They've changed it. Let me tweet them about that because I was really upset that something has changed with it. I think they tried to make it less trashy, but Snapped, especially Snap Killer Couples, they work as, trashy shows. I love the little trashy reenactments. They've changed it and brought in, instead of giving us the reenactment with the actors over that blue and pink screen or filter that they put over it, instead of giving us that, now they give us detectives talking about the case. I don't know. I don't want to see the detective. I want to see some non-union actors act like they're getting high in a motel before they go and kill, the boyfriend's parents. That's what I want to see. And I want to see them speed it up. You know how they speed it up on Snap Killer Couples? You know how they speed up the drug scenes? That's what I want. Now they got detectives and psychiatrists. I'll go to Forensic Files for that. You got to keep the trashy in Snap. Let me tweet Oxygen right here. They got to get this together. Because what they are doing, go back to the format. Loving the new season. Yeah, let me do that. Let's see if they'll respond. But yeah, they got to get back to their old format. And I don't know who asked me if I was still watching Pose. Yes, the only reason why I haven't recapped it is just because I'm still so far behind. The show is about to end and I won't be caught up in time. If you want, I can give you just a couple of reviews about it. But I just, I feel like by the time we get to the season finale, I'm still going to be 3 episodes behind. So I like to give you like at least TV shows reviews the week of the show. Like if I can't give it to you the next day, a couple of days later, if I get into the next week, I just don't think it's worth it. But if you want my opinion on it, I will probably give just an overall review. What I will say is so far, that it's unfortunate that this show is not getting another season. I know they wrapped it up and said they told the story that they needed to tell, but I just feel like I wish they would have given us a bit more, give us like not a bit more from the show, but just a bit more episodes because this is like a monumental show. Like, let's be real, a lot of these trans actors that lead this show are not going to get booked anywhere else. A lot of them. Some will continue to work, but let's be real. This industry is not where it needs to be yet to accept trans actors like this show. Like this show really gave them a, sustainable income, a platform, legitimate acting work that was not exploitative. I get that you told the story that you needed to tell, but these are people in your community who will not be able to work after this because of the industry that you currently work in. I hope that Ryan Murphy keeps all of them booked and busy, but I'm just, as an actor in this industry, as a Black actor, it's not easy being a minority, period. It's especially not easy being a minority in this industry. There's just not enough work. And the work that you get is, appalling. So, I just thought that show is such a great show, and I wish they would have kept it going. But I understand. I really, really do. But as an actor, damn, I wish they would have kept it going. Orange Turtle, Britain's top 10 serial killers. Cynthia. Hey, Cynthia, thank you so much for the Venmo. Cynthia said, I love you and thank you for the laughs. Thank you so much for your support, Cynthia. Thank you. But yes, we've all watched this one, right? Britain's top 10 serial killers. Come on. We've all watched that. Oh, Tracy said, I heard a few are going to trans shows on Netflix. I hope that this is, that this is a movement that keeps on going. But I don't know. When I heard about the show, that this being the last season, I just became extremely concerned because I'm like, where's all that talent going to go in an industry that still doesn't accept them? Like Black people can't get work. You know what I mean? Like I'm telling you, because you might see 3 or 4 shows casted with Black people, you have no idea how many shows and films are out there that are just not casting us. Same thing goes for the Asian community, and that's just by race. You throw in race and, sexual identity, there's nothing. Pose gave so many, not only trans actors, but everybody within the LGBTQ spectrum, work, legitimate good work. I get it. I understand they told the story that they needed to tell, but so many people are going to be unemployed from that. So many people. The industry is not there yet. I wish it was, but I just don't see a lot of them going to great opportunities. I really, really don't. And it's so sad. It really, really is. But see, that's the thing. Simply Simone said, thank you. Thankfully, Dominique Jackson, India Moore, and MJ Rodriguez are already booked on new projects. Yeah, that's 3 people out of an entire cast. Like the cast alone had to be, about 15 people? All those houses, all the characters who played within those houses. So the popular ones, of course, are going to work. And they're not going to work much. They're going to go to a new project. They're going to go to something else. But then after a while, after the popularity kind of winds down and then somebody else comes up, you're forgotten about. And I don't know. I don't know. It's just as somebody who works in this industry is just like, damn. What a great platform that will no longer be there. So I hope Ryan Murphy keeps them booked and busy. I really, really do. I really, really do. You better pose. Now we're into acting. Let's talk about it. You better pose set or casting the same Black actors. This is why they do it, right? Or not just Black actors. This is why you continue to see the same actors, not because They're good. They're a good fit for the role, right? At the end of the day, this industry is about money. That's all that matters, right? Talent out the door. I'm telling you right now, if you're trying to be, especially an actor in this industry, do not worry about getting good. Worry about getting popular. That needs to be where your focus is, because that your popularity will get you in a room faster than your talent. Your popularity will get you booked quicker than your talent. Don't let these actors, these successful ones, sit up here and lie to you, because a lot of them are telling you, oh, I had to do this. I worked really hard. I got rejected and all of this. A lot of people who are telling you that little, that rags to riches story are lying to you, because they are beneficiaries of nepotism in the industry, right? They have their parents or their mother's maiden name. That's what they're using. They're not using their daddy's last name or whatever famous parent. They're not using that name because they don't want people to already to see the game, right? To see that, oh, you got this because your last name is Jackson. I'm just throwing something out there, right? So they will sit up there and lie to you and say they had to audition a lot of times and had to go through all of this, and it was really, really difficult, and they were sleeping on friends' couches. They're not telling you that they were sleeping on Paris Hilton's couch, right? But they'll say, I was sleeping on my friend's couch in New York City, not that I was sleeping on my friend's couch in their 20th floor condo in Tribeca. They're leaving that out. So the reason why you see these same actors over and over and over again is because they have a following, because they are popular, because they are recognizable. If you see somebody who you have not seen before, who you do not recognize, and they're a part of a huge TV show or a huge film, nepotism got them in that door. They were not the best for the part. Their daddy wrote it. Their daddy wrote the film. Their mama produced it. That is just the truth. So you see the same people over and over again, not because they're good, but because they're popular. That's why. In theater, it's very different. Well, nepotism also has perverted theater as well. But I will tell you this right now about Broadway. You gotta be phenomenal. Nobody cares how rich your parent is. Broadway ain't coming to see your show if you can't do, pot of berets and splits on key. Theater is very, very difficult. You got to be good. You got to be great to be popular in theater. But film, you just got to be white or wealthy. Anyway, let me acknowledge. Hold on. I got a super chat. Oh, hold on. Sorry, I'm acknowledging you too, Orange Turtle. Thank you, Miss M. Miss M said, we have so much in common that we really have to meet and greet and eat before you move out of LA. Oh, I'm not leaving LA. I'm not leaving LA. I'm staying here. But we're my family and I are getting a house, an actual house. We live in an apartment out here in LA, but we want an actual house with land. So I'm going to be part-time in both locations. But normally, like, when the industry dies down around like the holiday season or, the summer, I'm going to be in Atlanta. But anyway, yes, we do have to meet and greet. Thank you, Miss M. Miss M said, I'm a nurse and I'm vaccinated. Can I tell you that's the norm now? Thank you so much, Miss M. That is the norm now. All of my friends that are like vaccinated now, we're meeting up. But like when we're like talking about meeting up, at the end of it is always like, I'm vaccinated. That is the new norm. I'm not coming over unless you're vaccinated and 2 weeks out from your vaccination. That is the new norm. But I'm definitely going to be doing a meet and greet soon and very soon. Soon and very soon in 2022. Listen, I need some time. It's still really difficult for me to like go out. Like my energy for like going out and hanging out is not what it used to be. I can't. Like I will be somewhere and I'm like, whew. I've been here 15 minutes. I'm ready. Like, I got to build that up. I got to build, my social meter or whatever it is. I got to build that up because I'm just not there, which is why I'm so thankful for this. I'm so thankful for YouTube because I can still connect with you guys, even though I'm not ready to physically connect with anybody unless it's keep that to myself. Anyway, let me get out of here. I love you guys. Thank you so much. This was the last minute. Thank you so much for joining me. Get out of here and go watch The Real Housewives of New York, because we're going to talk about that tomorrow. And I got a lot of other fun stuff that we're going to be doing throughout the week. A couple of new segments. Another new segment I'm going to be doing next week. I'm also going to be traveling, so you're going to be seeing a bit of that. But I got a lot of new stuff coming up. I hope you I would love for you to support that as well. But thank you so much, guys, for spending time with me. I know this was last minute. Forgive me. I was, still celebrating, I guess, this weekend. So my days are a little off, but now I know what day it is. And I'll be back current with my content. Love you, family. I will see you soon. Casting couches, Orange Turtle, they are very, they do have a hold on the industry, but now with everything that's happening, I think the casting couches are dying down. I don't think the casting couches will be resurfacing for a very long time. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Yeah, I'm not double booking either. And you know what, Dia? Because Dia said one of my friends got upset with me because I already had plans without someone. And I am no longer double booking. Listen, I don't do that either. One event for me a day. I cannot do multiple. Like I used to be doing multiple events. Be like, oh, okay, I got to get out of here because I'm going here. I can't do that now. I cannot do that now. And my events are cut down. It's just like, oh, I'm meeting with one friend this week. I'll meet with the other friend next week. Remember when you could do that in 1 week and still be okay? I'm not there yet. So we are definitely going to have a meet and greet. I just don't think it'll be in 2021. I got to be honest with y'all. I'm just not there yet, but I'm getting better. Let me get out of here. Love y'all. Thank you so much. Mwah. See you tomorrow, family. Bye. Oh, God, I love our chats. I can't believe we ended here. Love y'all.